to like 20 from the RTZ Sven.
Yep, much better matchup.
So, and trying to get a Blink Dagger early, I would imagine. I mean, what, Arcane's Blink? The new standby for a lot of these offlaners. So, and trying to get a Blink Dagger early, I would imagine.
Like when Earth Spirit hits like 2 or 3, roll into the, what is it, the Strafe from Kling's thought of damage.
Yeah. It's tough to bring down the Death Prophet though with the Spirit Siphon. They're trying, Rolling Boulder will miss, Fear will be able to get out just fine. He had Spirit Siphon available, plus a Mango to work with too, so he's okay. A lot of action around this mid lane. The important thing to me is what you were talking about, the level 6 for the puck, getting that Dream Coil, trying to find a gank with it. But like you said,
is Night Stalker and Death Prophet really going to kill this Kling, so it's not the same as Earth Spirit rolling in with the tons of physical damage from Klinks. Then they have this Timber Saw who's going to be harassing Magnus over and over while Timber sits at full HP. It's just, they have more openings and more plays they can make.
And we talked about the supports in between games too. We talked about the scaling of the supports. I feel like with Earth Spirit and Leshrac, how do you feel about those heroes scaling later into the game for Team Secret?
So in team fights, they definitely do not match up to Warlock at all. Right. And the Night Stalker, while he's not the strongest team fight hero, he provides vision and gets annoying. It's definitely EG favored in terms of supports in the late game.
And with Captain's Draft, when you have such a shallow hero pool, sometimes that's what it comes down to, those support picks.
Yeah, for sure. They can offset a lot of the draft differences, for sure.
But in this game right now, I mean, Secret are doing well in CS-wise. Timbersaw free farming, mid 1 about the same, 31 last hit, 7 denies. Ace is getting aggressive, he's level 6, he's got the Chakram, he's got a Soul Ring ready as well, so Sumail needs to be a little careful. Sumail is not too far away from his 6 as well, something to consider. They want to make something happen with an RP, but killing Ace is going to be tough. He has level 3 reactive armor at this point.
Yeah, once he gets to this point, he doesn't really take damage. You can just sit under the tower, push the Raven forever, and eventually you choke away at that.
Boulder Smash will hit, Edict, Split Earth, Sumail avoids it, and they're going to Timber Chain and look for a Chakram. They can't find it. Crit's only level 2, so he can die pretty quickly, but Split Earth, again, we talked about it, it's not the easiest stun to land, even with a Boulder Smash setup.
Yeah, Boulder Slash stun is not very long at all.
Mid 1 getting caught, Dust is up, Crit level 2, Spirit Siphon coming out, there's the Crypt Swarm, Puppy coming in as well, looking for Split Earth, mid 1 getting dove, they might get this kill, one more auto attack should do it from Crit, and he gets it, he's now in the true line, Hunter of the Night, up to the high ground, will he survive the rolling boulder? Yapstor on the chase, good Boulder Smash hit, one more auto attack will get the kill, Crit almost made a magnificent escape, but of course couldn't quite get out of trouble there, the Hunter in the Night.
Still very nicely done, they get the kill on Klinks, totally worth it.
So that is a big dive. Fear getting back into it. 30 last hits for him. And quietly, Puck has gotten back up to 24 last hits himself in the top lane. He's doing pretty well.
Yeah, doing extremely well. Jug can't really kill Puck at all, but at the same time, Puck doesn't kill Juggernaut, so both these heroes will just sit in front of each other, keep farming, probably until Puck will have to make a rotation.
Yeah, I mean, he's almost level 6, and you would assume at that point, maybe he starts moving around that, trying to find something.
Yeah, definitely. Since he can't kill the hero in front of him, he'll probably look to gank mid, or to TP and counter gank mid lane, but this is where Timbersaw gets a little ridiculous. Takes no damage at all from the tower, can sit and tank it forever.
I mean, he is giving Sumail the business right now. He's throwing out Chakrams. He's sitting on level 1, Whirling Death, level 1 Timber Chain, but he's going to get some more levels, and the Chakram continues to do some serious damage. Shadow Word will keep Sumail up and fighting fit for now. But Ace can just dive behind the tower. He's already put a lot of pressure on the tier 1. It's getting super low, and Secret are abusing this bottom lane Timbersaw coming out.
Yeah, with just the tower, you just can't defend at this point. And then you have the Lesh Edict as well, to just knock down the tower while Timbersaw tanks it up. Pretty strong and difficult for EG to deal with. I guess they need a whole bunch of levels on Death Prophet before they can try to fight that. Long duration silencers are fantastic against this when you can just stack up the magic damage.
And I like seeing this from mid 1. On the other side of the map, it looks like there's a battle for a bounty rune, which Crit is able to snag or deny from Fatsa, and it will take a fight down bottom. It looks like they're going to grab the kill onto Sumail, getting caught and killed. And I like the rotation from mid 1, bringing the Klinks at level 6. As soon as he gets the Death Pact, he has a Medallion to work with as well. More than enough damage with all of these heroes bottom, and they've already taken the tier 1 in this lane.
Yep, they're playing to the Timbersaw strengths. He's unkillable. Once you bring people to him, he can kill anyone in front of him. It's easy to gank because since he's always up in the enemy's face, you always have vision of some guy sitting in front of you, and then you can just do this, where you zone these heroes off behind the tower, hit it with Lash Rack close. Pretty much unstoppable.
What can EG do? They can bring the Death Prophet like you talked about, I suppose, but is there anything else they can do to stop Ace at this point?
I mean, they can bring the Death Prophet, but they still might not kill him.
Yeah.
So, big problem at this point of the game.
I mean, Sumail still level 6, and on the other side, Fear's just trying to get anything he can with the exorcism onto this tier 1 tower. He gets it, it's pretty good, but mid 1, they'll take the tier 2 tower in the bottom lane. A full lane of towers gone, and keep the tier 1 and tier 2 here for Secret.
Yeah, the trades are good, but exorcism has been used. That's, what, 2.5 minutes where Timbersaw doesn't have to worry about a Death Prophet rotation?
Yep.
He'll probably just TP back up top and then keep on rolling.
Yeah. That's exactly what they're going to do as they send Ace up to the top lane. They're going to have Fata there to help him out as well if need be. And EG kind of just have to back up. It is daytime, especially with Crit only being level 3. They won't be able to get a lot done during this daytime.
I mean, just look at the game plan from EG. Timbersaw, TP's the lane, I'm out. Yeah. I want nothing to do with this guy at all. And they're just going to keep losing towers like that.
Arteezy's going to need a lot more farm in order to be able to deal with this Timbersaw later on into the game. And just in general, Crit is going to get caught, silence up, rolling boulder, the boulder smash along with it, searing arrows in straight. One more will do the job, and then one will secure it.
Nice, quick, clean kill. That's the thing, right? Timbersaw can push up like that so safely where your other heroes don't have to sit behind him. And you can still pressure the other sides of the map.
So despite taking 2 towers, it is still only a 1k advantage for Secret. It feels like more at this point though, Brex.
It does, right? It feels really bad because they can't fight the Timbersaw yet, but EG, they're still farming very, very well. And they'll eventually hit the point of the game where Timbersaw is not that tanky, and they'll be able to kill him. At least, you know, kill his teammates without dying.
That's at least a few minutes away, and then there's the other heroes you have to worry about, like Fata on the puck. 1200, he's getting closer and closer to that Blink Dagger, and then you have some more initiation to work with. And they've taken another tier 1 tower in the top lane. In the meantime, EG grouping up mid, trying to find something here. There is a DD rune at the bottom rune spot. Mid 1 though, he's slippery. He's got the skeleton walk to work with.
Mod is so uneventful, we didn't even need to watch it. We know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Tower's dead, Timbersaw's here, no heroes around. Just how it happens.
I mean, he's just going to keep going. He's a full hood of Defiance at this point already, plus Arcanes and Soul Ring, very tanky.
Yep.
Level 4 reactive armor. It is just about impossible to kill him right now, I feel like.
They just can't handle him at this point in the game, but it'll get easier later on.
They're going to pop the Edict. Ace does not seem too concerned. Good usage of the Glyph, and now Sumail looking to try to fight. Maybe looking for a skewer to see if they can slow him down.
Coming in.
And they're going to just Timber Chain him away. And now
but wait, it's day.
Yeah, they just can't do anything during this daytime. I think they have, like, what, maybe a minute left on daytime, which is the good news for EG, so maybe they make something happen during this night, but
still.
Yeah.
It does not seem like they can kill this guy. And it's just been space for Fodder to keep farming towards his Blink Dagger. He's super, super close.
I mean, look at this map control. Fodder's farming bottom. They're pushing up top. There's nothing they can do to stop them, even when they run at them. The one issue is that Secret doesn't have the tier 1 mid. I should look at that soon. Misery's probably dead here, even with the Shadow Word. I don't think, yeah, you just see ya. Timber Chain, even get the Chakramon to Fear to push him back as well, and this will lead into more tower damage. Plus, they just used the Glyph, so that tower is probably going to be in some trouble as well.
It'll take a lot of damage, and I can't imagine EG will want to defend. They'll probably slow it down with some shockwaves, but that's about it. You know, Warlock still needs to hit his level 6.
They do have RP, but they need to bring the Jug up here. They're going to pop the Exorcism. Ace is in deep. They're working on the tower. He's going to Timber Chain away. The Spirit Siphon going as well. He's taking a lot of damage. There's the Skewer, the RP. They need more, though. He's very tanky. The Shockwave, silent stuff. He can't Timber Chain away. He's getting low, but still able to make it out. The Spirit Siphon, not enough damage, and Ace should survive. He regions up with reactive armor. And Sumail still chasing, looking for Puppy, looking for anything. That is Exorcism as well. Down, and now mid 1 might get caught here. If they can get this kill, it would be huge. But the Chopper coming through, slowing them down. They'll pop the Edict. Fear is in too deep. The Clippers have to come back. He'll get 1 kill, but Ace is still in there, still tanking it up, and Crip will fall as well. 2 dead. Ace gets a killing spree, and it is just all going beautifully, except for losing mid 1 in that fight for Secret.
Oh my god. They committed so much to try to kill Timbersaw, was not able to happen, and then ends up dying for it. Again, that's the big Exorcism cooldown used.
At least they got the clinks at the very least. That's true.
But still, now it's every time that cooldown's used, Timbersaw probably isn't afraid of anything. They just run down these lanes again.
Yeah, and I would imagine they go again on that top tier 2 tower here in a moment, but instead they're looking for a silence under the Jug. Fodder thought about going with a Waning Rift, but he's going to decide not to take this fight. There's a couple of heroes from EG coming in, and Fata will back himself up and away. And he does, of course, have that Blink Dagger. He purchased up a few minutes ago while that action was happening in the top lane.
Yep, and these have been all fights without a Puck being involved at all. I mean, we've seen how long it takes to kill Timbersaw, and that's with the chase, right? Imagine if Puck's there, and he can coil them, prevent them from chasing, or just lock them down for clinks to 2-shot some of these heroes. It'll be super, super easy.
And this is nighttime for EG. They're getting pulled around the map. They're trying to find something.
I mean, look at Yapsor's gold, 1600 in the Spirit, almost that Blink Dagger.
Yeah, Yapsor, he can farm. We saw it yesterday for Misery, but now it's Yapsor on the Star Spirit getting a lot to work with here in terms of itemization. And they will go again top lane. This is what we talked about. You just run right back down. This top lane still no exorcism. Puppey has to TP. Good silence though, and they missed the Timber Chain. They're going to drop the golem, and now Ace is in trouble. He is again very tanky. Spirit Siphon. They've got the golem. They've got the Fatal Bonds. Crit should have a void up in just a moment as well. And Ace stunned up. The Timber Chain, beautifully done. They want this kill. Crit needs to be careful. He's getting low. The Timber Chain. He pops the stick charge. He jumps back to the north into the tree line. They've got the Crypt Swarm. They'll get it done. Hushner in the night with the void, and Crit will secure a killing spree taken away from Ace. Finally, they bring down the unkillable Timbersaw, or so it would seem.
Yep, very much needed a kill. Warlock Golem was committed, but still, it's totally worth doing it.
In the meantime, though, more bad news for EG. They'll lose their tier 1 towers mid 1. This goes to work with the Strafe. He's working at a Death Zone, no surprises there. More armor reduction. Exorcism is back up. Puppey's a little too far. There's the Void, the Blade Fury coming out. They're going to get another kill here for EG. Nice little pick-off to get things going back in their favor.
Very nice. Momentum is swinging a little bit with Timbersaw off the map. These heroes can't push these lanes as confidently anymore with the EG running around.
And they're going to even just use the Golem to push up into the top tier 1 tower, which Ace will have to deal with swiftly, but in the meantime, this gives more room for EG, farm things up. And Empower is the big thing we haven't talked about.
Yep.
The Magnus, I'm sure it's probably maxed at this point for Empower on Sumail, but they will give it to Jug. They cleared out a couple of stacks, and this is going to be good news because now Arteezy is on top of the net worth, and he can carry this game. You talked about there's a point of the game where Ace isn't as strong as he has been.
Yep.
And they're going to reach that pretty soon, I would imagine.
Juggernaut's farm will continue to accelerate and probably surpass the rest of these heroes by quite a large margin. He just farms faster than everyone else with that Empower, so...
Yep.
Game is much better for EG now. It's kind of been stabilized.
The problem is they just lost so many towers in map control, I think, in the past few minutes that they've got to find something here in the near future. Looking at mid, looks like Secret are moving together as a team, trying to find something. EG in the enemy jungle meanwhile. And Exorcism still up and available for Fear. Getting close to level 12. Scan connect. That is a Radiant scan, so they know that Misery is nearby, or someone. And Fear is about to run right into Fada. And that Warlock, as our observer is pointing out, is not having the best game, let me tell you.
Got everything he needs, brown boots.
He's actually, I think he's like 800 gold, so he's getting close to Arcanes at the very least, but... Fata. Loses your arc, he won't jaunt, he'll head into a different direction. Puppey also heading to the north. They're going to actually meet up at the tier 2 tower, and we'll see if EG want to go for a backstab. Mid 1 continues to throw the searing arrows, but just some drive-by damage on that tier 2 in the mid lane.
Yeah, that's the Darkness Force at least. Not too bad at all. But yeah, we've kind of hit the point where Secret, yeah, they're still really strong, but they're not steamrolling from tower to tower. Right. EG has some breathing room to keep farming at this point in the game. All their heroes are sort of to find more space to farm. Juggernaut is starting to get into that scary territory.
Yep.
Your farm's out of control and you can't really stop them. So.
And the big item that just came out was, I believe, the Sumail Blink Dagger. We got it a minute or two ago. So
yep,
RPs,
nice.
skewers, you can start making plays on heroes like Fata and see if they can't find a couple of kills. It is daytime, no, which is the big issue for EG right now. We'll have to back up here in a moment.
Daytime is no bueno, Mr. Bueno.
That's right. They have the Bloodstone as well, also no bueno for EG as they have to deal with a very tanky Timbersaw. Again, 14 Bloodstone charges and second in net worth. We'll see how EG approach these next few minutes of the game. And we haven't really talked about it, but Roshan is also an objective that you have to look at if you're Secret as well, especially once the Desolator comes out for the Clinks too.
Definitely. I feel like Secret are playing on a bit of a timer here. Not in the sense that their lineup is bad later on in the game, it's just that they hit their peaks really early. Right, Timbersaw gets to that unkillable stage like level 7. Right, and they manage to snowball and take a couple towers after that. But now he's in this period where it's kind of awkward. It's a transitional period where he needs to get some armor items up before he can actually tank the damage coming out from EG. Yeah. It's he goes through these weird phases where he's super strong early, then he gets that mid-game point where he's killable, and then he becomes insane later on in the game.
And it feels like EG are taking advantage at this point where they're just farming, they're getting back into the game for the most part. They're still down 2k net worth. That's not that bad considering how many towers they've lost in the early stages of this game.
Not at all. They're doing totally fine at this point of the game.
EG will just move around the map, try to find places for Arteezy especially to farm.
Yep, but look at this. Secret may have their eyes on Roshan. They are near the area.
Did they pick up the Desolator for
Clinks?
For Clinks? I'm not sure. He was building into it.
Imagine
mid one.
Real quick. He was really close. He's almost.
He's like 300 gold away from the Desolator. Looks like.
Yeah, super close.
Yeah. So that again, that's another big item coming out for Secret. in terms of taking down towers, in terms of taking Roshan. That will certainly help.
They'll probably wait for that before they do Rosh. And Secret are playing in this area where they've invaded the enemy jungle, so they have complete control there. They know EG are mirroring them and playing on the opposite side of the map, which frees up Roshan for them. It becomes super easy just to do that.
Yeah, I think you would like to take out the tier 2 tower if you're
take RP.
RP, Skewer back in. They've got the Omni Slash. He faced it for now. They have the shotgun. That'll get the kill. He jukes it for a second longer. Ace does bring down Crit in the mid lane, but the trade obviously goes to that of EG until maybe they lose this tier 2 tower in the process.
Yep. It's funny, they have to use these ultimate cooldowns for just one kill, right? They drop the Warlock Golem up top for the Timber Saw. Still, it's totally worth it. RP for Puck? Yep, any day of the week. They need to be able to kill these split pushers, take them off the map.
RTZ in trouble, silenced up. Magnetize pops the Mantis out. Blade Fury TP taking a lot of damage. It's going to be close. He cannot make it out in time. Secret will take care of RTZ. Oof. Very close.
That's a massive kill.
Yeah.
You know, being able to take out these heroes that think they're unkillable on the side lanes prevents them from split pushing. Really good. Now they can move into the side of onto EG's side of the map, keep applying the pressure.
Lunar Cave comes out here. They've dusted him. Chakram. They've got the Dream Scroll. The Chakram will miss, but the Timber Chain coming in. The Waning Rift, very tanky. He's got the Spirit Siphon running as well, so he's still fine. He can pop the Exorcism, but he needs some help. The rest of EG are coming. He's actually the fastest man alive. Phase Boots plus Yules, and Fear is out of there. But in the meantime, Secret looks like they've headed into the Roche Pit. EG are on the hunt, but they don't know this is happening. They've popped him down. They've got the Desolator to work with on Roche, and EG, they have to make a decision. There's no RP. They do have Golem. Can they get in here and contest this? And then, of course, RTZ is back in 3 seconds as well.
I feel like they should have an idea this is going on, especially since it's like their next objective, and Juggernaut happened to die in the bottom lane. Yep, they should have scattered it there with the Night Stalker flying up, right?
Secret, they only have Ace in the pit right now. They decided to bring mid one out. EG are going to go for the help. They have a Blink RP at the ready in 20 seconds. Not quite yet, but it can skewer if need be. They'll check Roshan. They'll see that he's a little bit low. EG want to force something, especially with this Exorcism and the Warlock Golem. And in fact, again, like we talked about, that RP is going to be up momentarily. And Fear, he's going to pop the Exorcism for this, and Ace is going to go ahead and throw the Chakram inside the pit. Here we go.
He has no stacks.
They got a great silence. Fear, Fonda jumps in and gets dropped down. What a silence coming to play. Fury, who got the Aegis? It's RTZ. They're still taking the fight. Puppy's in trouble. He'll get dropped. Mid one in the back line's looking for Fear. He's going to get whoever takes up the Exorcism, bringing him down as well. It's going to be 3 dead for Secret, plus the Aegis going to EG. It's now 2 for 3 as they lose to Sumail. Ace, very tough to bring down. RTZ is low, but there's the Omni Slash. The Cripple, a double kill for RTZ. 4 dead. And they get the Aegis as well, along with Roshan. What a silence to start that fight for Fear.
That was so good.
That was huge. On to 2. Bata blinked in as it happened, and he was just saying, what's going on right now? Why can't use my abilities?
Didn't Night Stalker just click silence on him before he blinked in?
I thought he got it on to 2 before they came to the pit.
Either way, it was fight winning for sure.
Yes.
And taking a fight into the Roshan pit like that against Warlock, not going to win that.
That was a huge engagement for EG.
It's also a Timber Saw. He can't stack up his reactive armor at all. So he dies super, super fast.
Now down to 11 Bloodstone charges. He's picked up the bot since then. He also has a Shiva's Guard to work with, trying to get back to that tanky point, which you were talking about earlier on in the game. So things looking a bit better for EG. They still have this Aegis to work with. They're down 1k, but at this point, that's pretty much nothing, especially with how many towers are still up that they can take to even out this game.
The goal definitely does not tell the tale of this game at all.
I mean, think about it. You're missing all of your outer towers if you're EG, and there's still, what, 4 left? Meanwhile, they're going to try to find mid one here to skewer back in. They've got the silence, the void as well. Misery able to hide and stay alive. Nicely done, nicely baited out there from EG.
Yep, big pickoff, 45 seconds, no blinks.
Great gold cost for Crit. He's going to get a nice little bonus there. But, yep, so with Aegis now, it's more of, I think if you're EG, try to get some towers maybe, or do you just sit back and farm for the most part?
Yeah, definitely. Now Juggernaut can push out these lanes super, super confidently, especially with Clinks off the map. And they'll probably use that to start making some plays on some towers, get some vision down.
Crit with the Spirit Vessel. Pretty great item.
Yeah, very nice against the Timber Saw, who has a ton of health regen.
Yeah.
Stops a lot of that.
Serious work here against Ace. And it looks like EG are pop through for the top lane. They have RP backup. Exorcism is still down, so too is Golem. But already Secret are in a position where they can defend this.
The slower this game is, the better it is for EG. They're playing with Magnus, they're playing with the better late game. Timber Saw does hit a point where he's going to fall off. And, you know, Clinks, while he is a pretty decent late game carry, I feel like he definitely is. He gets outskilled quite a bit.
I mean, he's not going to be able to farm as fast as RTZ is.
Exactly.
Power. It's just impossible.
Yeah, that's the big issue.
And finally, EG will get some map control back. They'll take this tier 1 tower top lane. Even with the glyph going, they will still grab this.
Also, the way EG push, it's just this Juggernaut with the healing one behind, hitting the tower, supported by the Magnus and Warlock, and then you have Night Stalker on the side lane scouting everything out. It's super, super safe. Everyone's covering each other, and you can't really go on anywhere on the side of Team Secret.
And now they can't really kill Ortiz because the way it would start the initiation is they would get a silence. He would just manta that off now.
Exactly.
It's a very good itemization for him
to land any disable on him.
He's going to TP back home, get some more farm for his team, and of course just try to push this wave out in the bottom. And he is up to 14,000 net worth, 2,000 ahead of the Timbersaw, who has had a great game. So RTZ's doing a great job. Secret, in the meantime, of invading the enemy jungle. They're looking for Crit potentially. Sumail is nearby. They're going to find Crit, and they're going to blow him up. This is as daytime happens. The Splitter comes in. They're looking for more. Fear seems to be trying to get out of there. He's going to quiver-cape himself up. He's got the phase and Yule Scepter. He's actually a Rescar, and he's gone.
Can't catch him.
Still a nice little pick there from Secret. Get some control back into this game.
Yep, it lets them leave their base safely, even though it is daytime. They need something to keep farming because Juggernaut farms quite fast with the power.
He's a full Scotty now, and working on a Butterfly too. 2,000 gold towards that Butterfly as well.
You know, he's farming ridiculously fast, and it looks like there's nothing they can do to stop him from farming super, super fast.
And EG, what do they just split up the map now? They don't even need to use the Sages to get too many more towers. Tier 2s are a little too far perhaps for them to get.
They are scalers. They would just want to keep extending the game as long as possible and let Team Secret hit that wall where they just can't fight them at all.
So then what do you do if you're Secret in this situation? Just try to keep the waves pushed out?
Well, they're playing with Clinks, so he can always run around to Invis. Puck's split pushing on the side lanes, and he's pretty much unkillable as well. So they need to use their split pressure to be able to make EG, split themselves up.
Rotate, right.
Exactly, and then go for these heroes that are alone. Because Puck's always going to be super, super annoying and sit on the side lane. He'll probably never just run around with the team. He wants to keep lanes up, and then they'll use lane pressure to find the pick off eventually.
Bada's done a good job of that. It feels like he's been the one really pressuring this bottom lane.
Yeah, but EG, they're not really exposing themselves, right? Juggernaut has Aegis, Sumail is always covering.
He's got the Yules. He's got a string of Dream Coil. He's got the Yule Scepter still ready if he needs it. Meanwhile, top lane, they found what looks to be, I think, mid one. Dropped down and killed. Very big kill for EG. Sumail on the run. Blink Dagger. Can't use it. He's got the urn ticking down. They pop the Exorcist, and Puppy's going to fall as well. They will lose Sumail, but that's a 2-for-1 trade across the map. And I believe they got the tier 2 tower in the bottom lane on top of all of that.
Yep, very nice. And they only used, what, the Warlock Ultra for that fight and Exorcism?
Yes.
They still have RP. And honestly, Juggernaut's enough to hit these towers.
So they're going to keep going. They still have Aegis. Not for much longer, actually. And maybe it's already gone. 30 seconds ago, actually.
Okay.
So they don't have that to fall back on, but they feel strong enough that they're starting to pressure this tier 2 tower in the mid lane. It looks like Bada's going to try to cut the wave, though. Just bring it with him.
Yep, nice play. I'm not sure what they do to Juggernaut at all. Like, it's only 26 minutes into the game, but he feels like he's hit this point where nobody can mess with him.
Phase shift, Fata blinking away. Crit's nearby. I believe he has Darkness ready. Actually doesn't, can't quite find it with the Hunter of the Night as well. So Fata's going to get out just fine, and they won't be able to find this kill.
Yep, just being annoying. The Clinks into a Juggernaut matchup's pretty decent because the scenarios go through Magic Meter. You can kill him early on through spin, but kind of missed that window where he is pretty good against him. Then you hit this window where Omni Slash destroys him for the rest of the game.
I mean, especially with mid one having to deal with the Butterfly for RTZ, which is just about done here.
Almost done.
1,000. So, I mean, RTZ feeling pretty good this game. A lot like last game, he's the one doing the heavy lifting for EG, but EG making some great moves all across the board in terms of Sumail, everybody getting things done, and they're going to try it again here with another smoke. They're going to empower RTZ, and they're going to have Sumail and Crit lead the way. Roshan obviously still down for a little bit, and they'll try to find something here, like Secret caught out in the mid lane, and we'll see if that's going to be the case.
Yep, I imagine that's going to be the next big objective for both these teams, unless they can find some sort of pick-off before that, but nothing is really going to get forced at all. It's just about playing the Roshan fight well.
Right.
And EG's lineup this game looks a lot more solid compared to the last game, right? All it takes is a Juggernaut sitting in the front who happens to be super, super farmed, and then the fight's easy from there. If they go on our jug, then boom, you have Warlock Ultimate to counter-initiate RP as well.
Yeah,
it's very easy to play.
And when we talked about the late game scaling support, which you mentioned EG have clearly in spades, so this is a very big window for EG now. There is still a slight advantage from Secret, but again, a lot of that is because the towers, they still have 2 tier 2s up and available. And they're still farming pretty well on Ace, but again, next Roshan, much like last game, is going to be a big factor for both of these teams, and we'll see when it responds here in about 30 seconds.
Yep, it's up to Secret to make the plays on the map to stop EG from just split farming the entire map.
We haven't really talked about Fury, but he's picked up a Shiva's Guard, now working on an Octarine. Also, that Glimmer Cape pickup, I really liked it in the early stages of the game where they tried ganking him, he would Glimmer and just phase himself out of trouble.
Yeah, there's also a ton of magic damage, so very nice against that. Not the most common pickup on Death Prophet for sure, but one that makes sense, a lot of sense.
Yeah. EG getting aggressive, dropping some vision down. And Roshan is going to be 1 minute and 10 seconds from now. And that is a very big point of contention for these teams.
Yep, that is what both teams need to kind of get to the next stage of the game, where they can start forcing some of these buildings and take the fight to the enemy.
EG would like to find a pickoff. They have found Secret, who have smoked up. The Axel has been voided up and silenced as well. RP Sumail can't, it didn't get it off in time. The Omni Slash going, Ace in trouble. He is dead already. The Omni Slash from RTZ does more than enough work in these fights. Misery trying to find Fata. They have the gold available if they want to use it. He's going to try to lose Europe and John away on the other side. Puffy getting caught. RP on it, 2 from Sumail. The skewer back as well. And EG, it looks like they've won this fight. 3 for nothing, might even be a 4 as the void comes in from Crit. All 4 dead from Secret, and now with this exorcism, they might be even able to push up to the high ground on this tier 3 tower.
Made one still pushing, but there's no creep wave at all.
This thing is already dead. This exorcism, RTZ's damage, the power more than enough to chew through this base. No buyback on their supports. Fada does have his, but this Rax is just gone, and there's not much you could do other than split pushes mid 1. And they're going to lose maybe 2 sets of Rax here, as they're already working on bottom as well, Brax.
I mean, these fights just look so easy. Before Team Secret played off the back of this extremely tanky Timbersaw, now he dies within Omni Slash pretty much, not tanky at all. And then from there, they can't do anything at this point of the game. They've missed their window.
2 sets of Rax. The crowd happy about what's going on in EG camp at this point.
No bias out there.
They're trying to figure out whether or not EG are going to grab Roche at this point. Will they back up? Will they take Roshan? Will they grab the Aegis? I mean, that's really all they need to do, I feel like, to finish this game off.
Yep, that's probably just going to be it. Once you have these 2 lanes in, you just have to sit there. And eventually Team Secret have to move out.
I believe you might be dead. Ooh, good boulder smash in the App Store, but I'm not sure this is going to save him. Good Dream Roll onto 3. There's going to be a Waning Rift as well. A lot of damage coming in the Chakra, but now they reset the fight with the Golem drops down. The Upheaval is there as well, and RTZ is too tanky. It does too much damage to Blade Fury. Sumail will skewer Ace away. He'll try to Timber Chain out, but he's in trouble. The Chakram not doing nearly enough. Good boulder smash, but it's GG called, and EG will take game number 2.
Wowzers, game 3. Who would have seen that coming?
I don't know, Brax.
Definitely on me.
Good call at the beginning of this game, but a lot of the fans out there very happy with EG's performance in game number 2. Great draft overall, I would say, and way to hang on, honestly. That the beginning of that game, obviously, Ace is dominant.
Radiant's bottom tower is staggering.
Like a drunk sailor.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Mega kill!
The coin of the realm.
Radiant's bottom tower faces a stiff wind.
Regeneration.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Is about to take the plunge. Dire's top tower needs some friends.
Same as you, Tide Hunter.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is drowning.
What's this? Dire fortified their structures?
Dire's middle tower just got knocked down. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire are scanning for enemies. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is gone. Thank you.
Radiant's bottom tower faces a stiff wind.
I'll take one.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Dire's courier just went belly up. Unstoppable! Dire's top tower is about to take the plunge. Regen. Killing spree! Structures are fortified. I was practicing my backstroke. Godlike! Dire's middle tower is under pressure.
Weigh anchor! This game is on! And we're underway.
special kill.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower fallen. If I had time to find a snack.
This will do nicely.
Finally came up for air.
AG's turn to ban.
Radiant's turn to ban.
I really like. Say it gets later in the draft, not so many mid-heroes left. This is a hero you could pick early that can transition into a mid-hero. It can surprise a lot of teams. It does a lot of damage now.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the last big time I can remember was when Weehawk was playing at a TI, and that was he got what he wanted. He got that big start, but couldn't quite close out a lot of the end games with that hero.
Quite a lot.
You know, you guys had one job in that pre-show, and that was to remember that damn photo booth that's in the back of the venue that we all promised Slacks we would talk about. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a photo booth in the back of the venue, so if you're here and you have some downtime, go check it out, get yourself a selfie, and take home a piece of Captain's Draft memorabilia.
Or get a free passport photo as...
yes, or get those passport photos taken while you can.
So don't smile. And don't wear any of the props, or they probably won't accept
All right, there's props back there as well, so go crazy.
Try and grab Slacks and drag them over there.
Another hero that's...
You have my permission.
Oh, my bad.
No, I'm looking at you to ask what the hero is.
Well,
Jack, you're so innocent. You just apologize for interrupting memes. My,
seriously.
A lot of work we need to
I
do.
know where the priorities are here. Gotta let the memes flow. This is the Beastmaster. This is something that, again, in terms of vision, one of the, I think pretty much the only vision specialty hero in this pool. It's something that Sumail, I think, has played quite a bit as well.
What about Night Stalker?
Yeah.
That cool too? Can we have him too?
We're just so used to Night Stalker. You don't even notice him anymore.
What about the global concussive shots from Skyrim Mage?
Dude, you're on it. Boom.
Do you think Nyx Assassin is as valuable in this mode? Because as a first pick in regular Dota, it deters a lot of those really scary heroes. But in this case, those heroes might not really be in the pool. Not to say Nyx Assassin isn't good on his own, but I think it limits a little bit of his power as a first pick compared to traditional Captain's mode.
Mana burn, especially in a smaller pool, is extremely valuable in certain situations.
That's true. That's a...
Yeah, I agree with that one as well. If you're looking at a limited pool of imps or supports,
exactly,
Mana burn might have even more value.
I like how extremely frustrating he is too, because his invisibility is obviously extremely strong for initiations and everything, and it's very expensive now to try and deal with that as a support, because you have like no gold, but he's even strong, like even if he's not initiating through that invisibility, Nyx Assassin is still super annoying to play against, so
that's true.
Okay,
not too shocking to see him gone.
I still think Skyrim Mage might be the thing. I'm loving it.
I'm feeling the SB this game. Gonna make an appearance. Gonna charge on in here. Give us some vision. That counts.
They like to play with speed a lot, and Skywrath fits.
Shane, you might be a genius.
Just keep saying heroes really loudly.
Okay.
And then they'll just pick them, I think.
That's definitely not.
But Shane, are you thinking support, core, or
you can do
either?
either, right?
Okay.
It's like the flex you take thing.
Seconds.
Yeah, core Sky. Impressive. That hero, low armor, but huge damage.
They changed his talents recently. A lot of the new items are good on the Kia, but even lens.
Oh yeah.
I would losing both the Legion and the Beast, but
there is also a little bit of aura gaming available. You've got a Vengeful Spirit as well as Luna in the pool, so there's always potential for some 5-man, but hey, you guys called it again, Legion Commander. Now pair up with the Skywrath.
Not just that, but a very annoying and bullying laner.
yeah.
It's like you have to invest a lot to really stop him from getting in your safe laner's face.
I like the Legion +1 into the Shadow Shaman. It's like Shadow Shaman doesn't deal with the 2 heroes. If it's just one, it's completely fine. But
Yeah, then you kind of have to like up your own ante of your lane. So you start with Shadow Shaman, and that says, okay, you can't bring a good solo offlaner. He's not going to have a fun time. Doesn't matter. If they add a hero, then now if you're responding ZG, you would want one of those cores that then adds something to the equation. Maybe extreme damage from a Juggernaut. Are there any decent counters to Legion Commander here? Because it doesn't really look like it.
Pugna?
Venge, Pugna, and
Are there any decent counters to Legion Commander here? Because it doesn't really look like it.
Pugna?
Venge, Pugna, and
I would think.
It's also scary with the Legion Commander. It has a similar for that Naga net, you know, setup raises, big burst damage on top of dual targets. It's scary to hand that combo over.
But Secret, they still have the Death Prophet left in the pool. Definitely a strong, stable mid laner. They can still opt for themselves, kind of keep things a little bit easy. Not too threatened by the Shadow Fiend this game compared to how many of these like SFTK games we've seen.
what's your
Night
Stalker?
Legion game.
That's interesting. Going for that over the Spirit Breaker. I guess Night Stalker is considered to be a higher tier.
The miss against Legion is good against Jewel as well,
Yep,
right?
very good.
I think also desirable just against Skywrath. If those two bump into each other and they're both supports, Night Stalker definitely wins that trade.
You can match the speed at night, and you're not afraid of him. You can bully him out.
Yeah.
And it's hard to tell how much he was even doing like in the last game. Like we don't have the full perspective of like what Team Secret just went through when they were just playing against the Night Stalker.
And with the limited mid pool and then the banning out of the Viper, this is figures to be a pretty dominant hero.
Third pick Venge, kind of a flex pick now for Secret. Could be a position 1, could also be a support. May just be a little bit of a deny pick, so the LC doesn't get countered.
Scarlet Mage as a hero doesn't do well with low vision. Like when Night Stalker ultis, he needs to cast all his spells. Like he has quite long range on his cast. And
That's true, yeah.
That's usually one of the strengths of the hero. He's very weak when you get up in his face. So when Night Stalker ultis, he's not able to be even half the hero.
And Venge helps with that too, because you have to just up the vision with the wave. So, and there will be the Luna. So double aura strats.
Okay, they go for the aura strat.
And nighttime vision as well is increased. So
that's a great point.
During Night Stalker's ulti, Luna has more vision. Pretty cool, pretty cool.
Is this where we finish it out with the mid Beastmaster and call it a day? Triple auras.
Now, that would be a blast from the past.
The old Fada Beastmaster.
Yeah.
Back first, let's go.
Dude.
Gaming. Don't do that.
The aura would be nice. Now, you know, they could always offlane the Beastmaster and jungle that LC trend.
He's gone, guys.
Well,
they took him. They snagged him up. That's a hero, though. Fits that style that Sumail's been playing. Being aggressive, hunting for kills. More focused on that rather than the overall farming patterns.
Kind of spooky into Venge, but overall a good hero, right? Venge can just swap the roar target.
And they press the attack too, right? Which is also one of the best counters.
One of maybe the best counter.
Yeah, it's like a Fodic in that, basically. So
a lot of initiation for EG now, though. Once Rasta gets Blink, you've got Night Stalker, who's always going to be that front liner, and now Beastmaster. A lot of heroes to set up the Shadow Fiend. Alley-oop it, if you will. I guess not.
And also the best fight starter really left in this pool too, right? So they have 2 Vision heroes. They have the Beastmaster to also be able to initiate, which isn't really left in the pool as an option.
I like the Gyro better than the Jug. We have a lot of BKB piercing with the duel, the swap, all just high damage too. And then Gyro can just kind of try and play around the Night Stalker. As well as the Beastmaster getting in the front lines.
Luna also relies on timings, right? You wanna play around your Luna as your focal point of your team, and Gyro can disrupt that very easily by just rotating, changing the pace of the game.
He can also roam in early and steal stacks before Luna can actually farm them too. So if you try and like get this big economy game going or something like that.
One of the problems for Gyro is he's one of those characters BKB, so sometimes that damage is lacking, but here you've got minus armor from Shadow Fiend and the attack speed from Beastmaster, as now Pugna will be the final pick for Secret.
Okay.
Alright boys, we're going to need some predictions. This is the Game 3 decider, the big kahuna.
Anyone that gets dueled by Legion Commander is going to get decrypt and Skyrat, then they're going to have a bad time. It's going to be filthy. I like Secret's draft overall. I think they have good synergy.
I'm with you. I'm on the Secret camp. I'm not going to give you a chance to go first, Trent. I'm calling Secret. We'll let you go last. Jack, who's taking Game 3? Who's going home?
I'm going to have to stick with my prediction before and go with Secret on this one.
Wow, really guys? I'm going against my bracket. I said Secret. I thought they were actually going to 2-0 this. But I actually like the EG draft a lot better. I think it's very synergistic. It looks good. I will say the press the attack does look like a decent problem though. But other than that, everything else looks pretty good. I'm going with it. I feel like if they don't get that timing for Secret, that little bit of a later game looks a little bit better to me from EG.
Okay.
Alright. Well, we'll see if these predictions come true, but folks, it's time for the Game 3 decider, and we are going to hand it over to our casters. Once more, it's going to be Mott and Brax in the Situation Room.
All right, thanks so much, Diary. We are here into game number 3. We know what the fans want. We are Evil Geniuses versus Secret. Brax, what do you think about this particular third game in the draft that we just saw?
It should be good.
Oh, classic. Great stuff, Brax. Thanks.
You're welcome. That's why I'm here, Mott. That's why I'm the expert.
We're going to get into the game in just a second here. But very surprising second game. I think they really weathered the storm like we talked about. EG, they've been looking good. I think they've answered a lot of questions in terms of playing against a team like Secret, who of course just won the last major, coming up very hot. G, obviously, they feel very confident, I think, and comfortable in the roles that they have at their disposal. So,
yep.
Great stuff, Brax. Thanks for that. All right, we're going to jump into the game. It is game 3 now, getting underway. And we are getting going here by seeing Secret move through the mid lane together as a team. They will smoke up to start things off. So, Yapster's playing the Skywrath Mage. We'll have Ace playing the Luna.
I do like the Skywrath Mage.
The Skywrath Mage pick, you were talking about it in the draft. It's interesting. It's not the best scaling hero maybe in the late game in terms of against BKBs, but I like the point that Shane brought up, is if there's a duel happening, you're going to just drop a Mystic Flare down, you have the Ancient Seal. You have a lot of magical burst damage for Secret at the beginning of the game.
There's no saves at all, right, for whoever gets dueled, and then you can just drop the Skywrath Mage ultimate on top of that. You don't have to commit a whole lot, right? You just casually toss them down, and then that's it. They're probably dead.
Yeah.
It's also one of these tilting heroes for mid laners, right? It starts with the Null Talisman, sits there, Arcane Bolts about 1,000,000 times.
We're going to have a first blood here for Secret, potentially. Crit pretty fast, trying to get through. Good body block from the Yapzor, but Crit able to make it out, but not for much longer. One more auto attack in mid one will secure first blood for Secret at the start of this game.
Oh, very nicely done. Big pick. Especially for your mid laner against a hero like Shadow Fiend, right? Who can get... He snowballs one way or the other, it feels like.
Yeah, and this is a comfort hero for RTZ. We've already seen it once in this tournament. He played it pretty well. They lost that game. That was actually against Complexity yesterday, and wasn't the best game for him in terms of the late game, but we know what he's capable of on that hero in the mid lane.
Let's see if he has a better performance this time on.
Yeah, we'll see. And of course, Sumail also playing the Beastmaster, which he played the other day. He had an IO to help him out. A lot of split pushing for him, but built an early Necro, was able to find a lot of towers and go from there. And they do have the vision advantage. You have the Night Stalker, you also have the Beastmaster on the same team. So EG, in terms of warding, in terms of vision, they certainly have the advantage.
Yep, very true. And even though they don't have the most reliable stuns against the Legion Commander heal, still, right, when you have that vision advantage, you can kind of get in there, you can hit these targets from and catch them off guard, especially a Legion Commander right here, who's typically in the front lines. Should not be too bad at all.
We will see Sumail pull the wave back to his tower, as many offlaners do. And we'll have probably, it looks to be a dual lane in the mid lane for the start of this game, and then 1v1 top is how this is going to shape up in terms of the lanes, which is going to be... actually, Luna's going to get some help from the bench for now, so we'll see if they keep that lane going up there, or if they're going to send the help down bottom with the Legion Commander.
It's a pretty hard mid lane for Shadow Fiend.
Yeah.
Gets constantly harassed by both heroes, tons of range on both of them as well, and Shadow Shaman can't really do a whole lot to help that.
I mean, Arteezy's already at half HP and mid one has 6 last hits, so yeah, this is not a great start for Arteezy.
Both level 2 as well, so they can just dive him like this.
They're thinking about it, and Decrep, Nether Blast about to come through. It actually just misses, so Arteezy doesn't take the damage from the Nether Blast, but still, a lot of harass already being dealt by Yapzor mid one at the beginning of this game. And Misery, what can he do? I mean, he can just sit back, he can maybe auto-attack.
Exactly, right.
He has
It doesn't
Ether
feel
Shock.
like he can do a whole lot at all. He helps, but it's not enough to change anything, to offset this big advantage.
How does this get better for the Shadow Fiend then, in the beginning of the game?
And with time, eventually he'll be able to get some sort of last hits, some levels, and then it gets easier that way to keep farming, but in the beginning it's super, super hard.
Secret off to a pretty good start in both top and mid, but now Fada taking some damage, flat can't crit. I think he has another void to the ready here in just a couple of seconds, but Fada pretty quick with the overwhelming odds. He will get voided up, but Fear is not in position to go for this kill, so Fada's going to be able to get back to the tower and salve up no problem.
Talk about this lane setup here. EG dodged the aggro lane from Team Secret, and you can't really leave your Luna in this lane, right? You kind of want to sit there all the time to help protect her. So it's a bit weird. A lot of times when teams go aggro, they don't put their safe lane carry in the aggro shrine because of that reason, because they want to be able to be flexible and keep moving around the map, especially when you're playing against a hero like Shadow Fiend, who typically want to roam onto. But I mean, I guess it's pretty okay here since the supports on EG don't have the highest kill potential against Luna, so works fine.
Yeah, they're actually just leaving him up there alone for now. Puppy is rotating back down to his base to heal up, it looks like, and this will give Sumail some room to work with, and Misery has rotated out of mid, rotated up top, and trying to get some last hits for Sumail. And Arteezy's starting to get some last hits himself, 6 last hits, and again, like you talked about, it gets better for him as time progresses. It gets more Necromastery stacks.
Yep. Scarrath, he's going to want to leave the lane once he doesn't want to soak up too much experience from Pugna.
Right.
It's just not worth it at that point, but they can always come back later when Pugna's 6, and then it's a super easy kill.
Yeah. And now this is turning into the real aggro trial like you were talking about, but there is a ward scouting out Ace and Puppy moving in. Lucent Beam will hit on Sumail, but Puppy's not there for the stun. Can't quite find it. Although Sumail is juking through. The Wave of Terror comes out. Ace going to try to body block there. It's going to be a concussive shot as well, and Sumail in a lot of trouble. They're going to be able to get this kill with one more Lucent Beam, it looks like. They just need the auto attacks, and Yapzor will secure it for Secret.
Yep, very nicely done. Good rotation coming in. It's the thing, right? They've got a lot of strong lanes to play off. Legion Commander can kind of hold their own out in this lane and just fight off these heroes without too much of a threat of dying. And the other 2 lanes have pretty good kill potential. So,
I mean, Fada is having a great time down here. 15 last hits, 7 to 9. So he doesn't seem too concerned about Fear or crit.
No, he can just mana through the harass. It doesn't really matter too much.
I wonder where Fear went in terms of skill build. He's only level 3 now, but...
He's got the flak and one and everything.
Okay. I was wondering, you forego one of those spells sometimes.
That's the sampler platter bot.
Yeah.
A little bit of everything.
Yeah. So we'll go for the homing missile 1 point. And mid one's still doing really well, 20 last hits, but
I'd say SF has made a pretty good recovery though, considering the start.
Yeah. But do you leave, if you're Secret, do you leave those supports top and help the Luna, or do you eventually rotate them around? It looks like as well, crit. He has a haste rune, he's got boots of speed, only level 2, but still might be able to find something. He's just trying to scout out Fada, see what's going on over here, not that he can do much. But this is the vision advantage for EG at this point.
It's not really from the gank, right? Even if he goes mid lane, it's still pretty hard to kill Pugna on him. So.
Yeah, very true. Just trying to, I think, secure Ears Farm with only 12 last hits. It feels like they're further behind maybe than they should be, but...
I mean, they're super far behind.
It's a 2K lead already for Secret. This is at 5 minutes into the game. That is an absurd number for 5 minutes
Where
into this game.
Where is this disparity? I mean, what happened to this?
I mean, look at the top CS and the top net worth. Mid one, of course, having a great time. Fata is having a great time bottom as well.
Yeah, I mean, look at that. We have Yapzor, same net worth, or even higher net worth than Sumail.
And Sumail trying to put some pressure on Ace, but now the Magic Missile will come on the other side. Crit trying to man fight up against Fata. Sumail getting lower and lower. Ace, one more auto attack, a Lucent Beam. Something will do the job. They need something. Meanwhile, bottom lane, they will secure the kill onto Fata. Sumail is able to salve up the Wave of Terror and will cancel it. Now axing his way through, trying to get out. Lucent Beam, Magic Missile. One more auto attack and Puppey will secure the kill. So a 1-for-1 trade on the offlaners across the map.
Secret's early game in this game has been explosive, and it's only 5 minutes in.
Yeah.
Very nice.
They do lose Fata, but they're not too concerned about that. And it looks like Arteezy is just jungling.
They may have underestimated the pressure the Skyreth Mage is putting out in these lanes.
Yeah. Arcane Bolt doing a serious amount of damage. Fear getting pushed out of lane.
I mean, look at this situation now. Gyrocopter's in the offlane. Where can he go?
Mid one reveals the smoke of Arteezy. They will void him up. He has
so
range drops.
awkward,
This is very tough. He has level 2 decrypt plus his life drain. They even cancel the TP for Secret. They don't even need help for mid one. He's not in any situation where he's going to die there from Crit, Misery, and Arteezy. So he just backs up.
That kind of shows the desperation, you know, at trying to get a kill, running in from the front lane. That's a very low percentage play, but have to go for it at this point of the game. Need to make something happen.
Last game, Secret were ahead. They got a lot of towers, and we talked about EG weathering the storm. Is it a similar situation for EG, or is this a completely different scenario?
I feel like it's a bit different because Luna, especially combined with the bench, and you have other cores as well.
That's just going to be more going the way of Ace and Secret. They use the
free
Eclipse. And despite being a long cooldown, definitely worth it to find themselves a kill for Ace.
It's a bit different, right? Because last game they played off the Timbersaw's tankiness, and that goes through different phases of the game. This game they actually have real hard carries. They have real late game.
Yep. Now Luna especially is able to push down towers via the monster in the late game that we know Ace capable of being, and he is having a great start now. Top in the net worth, he's actually pretty much tied with mid one at this point, and getting plenty of CS to boot. A full Kaya is done for the Pugna right now. He has no boots, but you know what? That's fine, I'm sure.
He's got built-in boots, 335 move speed.
This is without a windlace also, by the way. This is like one of the fastest here. He's actually just a race car.
So this is, I think, the first game in a long time where pulling up the net worth at 6 minutes makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Because the CS doesn't really tell the tale of the story at all. It's just these heroes are ridiculously far ahead of these other counterparts, right?
I mean, it's insane.
Look at Luna and Gyro, 1,400 gold difference between the two heroes, and Gyro does not play very well from behind at all.
Yeah, they're going to try to go after Sumail. Fata is 6. He's got dual. Sumail trying to run. I don't know if Fata's going to be able to make it in time. Yeah, Sumail is a little bit too speedy for them, so they can't quite get that first dual victory for Fata, but a good attempt. As Yapto will TP top, Ace now in trouble. Crit already used the Void. Nothing they can do. Even with the homing missile, they will not be able to stop that TP from him, and he'll be able to get back to the base in time.
Yep, looks like Pugna blasted on the mid tower too. Misery gets the deny, but still, it's an objective acquired. Now Pugna's free to roam around the map and keep doing that everywhere else.
It's another element they have, securing towers. Crit will try to go for his own TP. This one will also be successful, but with the Pugna, it has an element of pushing that maybe Secret might not have had it otherwise. And they're able to take down the tier 1 tower. He can start moving across the map. Do you think mid 1 comes top now and tries to blast this tier 1 tower down?
Oh yeah, he's already on the way too. And Fear knows this. He's just got to leave. There's nothing they can really do to fight this at this moment, you know?
Yeah.
Even with Colin, it's just not worth it.
It feels similar to what happened last game, but you have the Luna.
It does. You've got a bit more security in the later parts of the game. You don't fall off as hard.
Yeah, exactly. And we're waiting on a couple of big items. Fata has 1,000 gold, maybe thinking about Blink. Perhaps another item might be better, something like a Blade Mail. We'll see what it builds into here in just a few moments. But Luna's going to have a mass soon. They're going to take this tower. It's going to be an even bigger net worth lead for Secret at this point. 8 minutes, they already have a 3K advantage, and it's going to be bigger in just a moment. So,
yep, it's going to keep on growing, and
moments, but Luna's going to have a mass soon. They're going to take this tower. It's going to be an even bigger net worth lead for Secret at this point. 8 minutes, they already have a 3K advantage, and it's going to be bigger in just a moment. So,
yep, it's going to keep on growing, and
moments, but Luna's going to have a mass soon. They're going to take this tower. It's going to be an even bigger net worth lead for Secret at this point. 8 minutes, they already have a 3K advantage, and it's going to be bigger in just a moment. So,
yep, it's going to keep on growing, and
moments, but Luna's going to have a mass soon. They're going to take this tower. It's going to be an even bigger net worth lead for it's forcing something for EG to do here, but...
Oh, that's the Blink Dagger reveal. Now they know.
Yeah.
Yep, the experience is definitely hurting on the side of EG. Heroes are super, super low leveled.
I mean, we have almost a 6,000 net worth advantage, a 4,000 experience lead for Secret, so everything going the way. Again, the one thing to consider for Secret is how to deal with Arteezy. He is the top net worth hero. He is going to be the hero they have to deal with at some point in the near future, but otherwise, they're just rolling at this point.
Yep, it's going to be that BKB that he needs for sure, and maybe it'll be enough for EG to start being able to fight, but he's still pretty far away from it at this point. This 6,000 gold lead at 12 minutes is the biggest I've seen at this tournament so far.
Yeah,
games
for sure.
I've casted at least.
And again, we talked about it. EG can weather that storm. They only have 1 kill to their name, but just get 1 good fight potentially.
You know, their vision is very good.
Right.
They have a lot of good wards coming out. Look at this.
Oh, the roar. They're going to find the Luna. The double raise. Big kill for Arteezy. And that's 1.
Yep, very nice.
Good road to recovery for Evil Geniuses. Now they need to get out, and it looks like they will. That's a very big pickup.
They also happen to drag the remaining heroes on the side of Team Secret there, so now look down bottom lane. Rasta right in front of that tier 1.
Here we go. Ward's about to be dropped, and they will.
He's a happy guy.
And Fear will clear up this wave with Fly Cannon potentially if he has it. Looks like he will. And Crit also coming in to help, and there's nothing Secret can do here. They're not TPing in. It looks like they don't want to defend this. They're going to move elsewhere, more than likely to the mid lane.
Oh, they started. Something happened. They got killed, forced TPs, now they're pressuring a tier 1 tower. They're getting back in the game, and it's a 2,000 gold swing, so it's pretty good.
It feels like they're getting a lot more, though, in terms of just getting a good fight going the way. Keep getting Arteezy kills would also be a big part of this game for them.
Yeah, it's true. Once Seeker gets to that point where they take tier 2 towers, it opens up Roshan for them very easily, so that's something they'll have to be aware of, but... I don't know, this game's in a weird state because Secret, they can fight pretty much anywhere, but EG have some pretty decent wards out of the map right now, making it difficult, and it feels like in all these games EG have pushed out the lanes a bit better than Team Secret have, so it takes them a bit longer to get in position.
They're going to go for the duel on Fear. It's only Fada here, it's not that much damage now. Against Declare, they probably won't get the duel victory, but they do get the kill, more than enough to get the job done.
Yep, Veil complete on Naps, whereas Skywrath Mage as well.
He always finds that farm. It's pretty unbelievable, actually, how much farm you can get on these support heroes.
Oh, 4 kills from CS and a bunch of towers.
He's working on the Yags next to in his quick buy. He's dreaming big.
That's good. Dream big, guys.
And they found the Luna again getting caught and killed. Silenced up by Crit, a couple of raises and auto attacks from Arteezy, more than enough damage, and they're slowing this Luna down considerably.
Luna's farm has been destroyed in the last 2 minutes.
Yep.
She was second in net worth, and now she spent a whole bunch of time dead, running around trying to find farm, and SF is starting to climb miles ahead of everyone.
Arteezy about 1,000 ahead of the next closest, which by the way is Fata, surprisingly enough. He's doing really well this game, finding duels, getting kills, and they are going to move together, but Award has spotted them. The vision game right now from Evil Geniuses, like you talked about.
Again,
it's pretty good.
That's more time where Team Secret are spent, you know, clumped up, and they've been detected, so EG just going to farm everywhere else on the map.
As Sumail is doing bottom right now. He has his book 1 completed, now working on book 2. That is a big item in terms of taking down towers, in terms of taking fights.
Yeah.
You talked about how important Necrobook is for that particular fighting style for EG.
Yep. Oh boy. Goodbye.
Life drain. See ya. He's got the Kaya done. He's got the Aether Lens. Mid one is still super farmed as well.
Yep.
So for Secret, do they continue to try to push?
They need to, but they need to do it in a way where they don't lose too much farm. Because by them all TPing up into that area underneath that wall, which of course they don't know about, but EG farms a lot more gold in those, that minute and a half time period where they're sitting there running from camp to camp while all these other heroes are just split pushing, farming jungle creeps and everything. So EG are closing the gap. It's only a 3k gold difference now. So it's not growing,
It's just about keeping these waves pushed out, getting those items.
Yep.
Misery being in a good position, dropping Serpent Wards, maybe trying to go for another tier 1 tower, like in the mid lane, for example, which is where he's setting up, actually.
Yep, this is the part of the game where Night Stalker and Beastmaster start to really thrive, right? You just sit on these side lanes, get the vision out, get the Hawk, and then you can just play off what you see. And it just becomes really hard for the enemy team to make any moves because you're always constantly dealing with this pressure.
They're going to try to make one top. Nether Blast with a decrep, more than enough damage, but they need 2 more auto attacks. Crits actually might live. He even earns himself too, somehow.
Very nice silence.
I think Secret afraid of the TPs. They backed themselves up. They didn't go for the kill. Smart decision just in case EG rotate up there. And now RTZ has the Black King bar, and they're going to work on this tier 2 tower bottom. Potentially, they might just leave if they see these TPs from mid 1 as well as Yapzor.
I think once they see Pugna show on the wave, they will definitely leave.
Yep.
Or anyone just nuke the wave.
But they're forcing them around the map. They're forcing them out of that top lane, which is very important. Crit gets more experience and farm because of this, and it keeps EG's tier 2 towers alive.
Yep. At the same time, right, Secret still have very, very good late game. It's just about how much you're actually farming, right? When you're forcing all these heroes to keep moving around the map, they're not doing anything. And EG, they're not committed to any sort of push at all. It's guys, we're going to move down here with 2 people, we'll show, force them down, and then just keep farming.
Speaking of farming, Ace, despite dying twice, giant ancient stack being taken by him. He's got his Yasha already, he's got his Mask of Madness, of course, and now back to second in net worth, seemingly out of nowhere. I mean, yeah, he died twice, but again, you can't underestimate the amount of farm that Aluna can acquire in the span of a few minutes.
Oh yeah, especially with the Venge Aura as well, beefing up everyone on the team.
Right. So he's just gonna try to take his own jungle and completely just farm as much as he can here for the next few minutes.
Yep, he's got all the space in the world to do it for now.
So his Mantis Cell will be done soon, sitting on 1,000 gold. Ultimate Orb plus Recipe is all he needs for that. And EG looks like they're grouping together to try to get something going here. They have a shrine, and they're going to move into the enemy jungle. Although, Secret in the top lane, looking perhaps to finish off this tier 2 tower themselves with mid 1 pushing up and going to be Nether Blasting this wave down.
Yep, EG running, or just sitting around the roach pit. I think if they would have shown bottom lane. Oh, alright.
Crit is dead. You get silenced up, plenty of damage, and they get the duel as well. Fato waits, make sure he gets it off in time. That's, I believe, his first duel victory, actually. And they will drop wards down in this mid lane, and here we go. Secret trying to jump in. That could be a great call down. Ether shot coming through as well. A lot of damage. Misery getting low from the Mystic Flare. Not enough damage to bring him down. Eclipse, now he should fall. The Shackle's coming in for only for a second longer. Requiem about to go. Hitting up on Ace, not doing that much damage. Smail looking for a Aurora target if he can possibly find it. Everybody getting a little bit low here, but they will lose 2 heroes for EG. Still, though, they will get the tier 1 tower out of it. Fawcett throwing up the overwhelming out. They're looking for a TP. Fear trying to get out. Can he make it away in time? He can. Fear makes it out. Arteezy is going to do the same. TPing in the tree line, and he will, in fact, make it home.
But look, meanwhile, up top,
mid 1 puts so much pressure on the tier 3 tower. It's almost dead. 1 Nether Blast away, and then that opens up the shrines. Oh my god, he did so much work in that span of like 2 minutes or so.
Can't feel too happy about that one if you're EG, losing almost your entire tier 3 tower just for that.
Yeah, plus 2 heroes on top of it too. I know they were supports, but still getting dropped.
Yep, still very important.
And that was the 10-second BKB as well for Arteezy on top of that.
Yeah, that's true. They weren't able to get in range for the roar to kill Luna there, so unfortunate.
Working on a Shadow Blade next, so...
And look at the 3 core heroes from Team Secret. They're closing in on the Shadow Fiend. Before, he was like, 1.5k above the rest. Now, sitting even with the Luna.
And again, that Luna just farms so quickly. And not just that, but even mid 1 as well is not that far behind Ace. super farmed on his Liege Commander. And
it doesn't feel impossible for EG at all.
Right.
It feels like it just takes one fight and then they're ahead. Like it still feels pretty darn even.
some good raises from Arteezy, a good call down perhaps. They have a Necro 3 now, or at least they should for the Beastmaster. I haven't checked in on him in a while, but I would assume Necro 2 actually, I think he purchased a Blink Dagger instead, interestingly enough. So they need some catch. I think that was the issue with the last fight, right, that you talked about.
Yep.
Swap comes in, Decrep, Nether Blast, see ya.
We've seen this before.
Yeah.
Guy is super fast.
I mean, it's just misery. They grab the kill, but now this might lead into that top push that you were talking about, trying to take that tier 3 tower.
It might, but at the same time, we have a Gyrocopter pushing the middle who might get caught, but of course, nope, not going to happen. There's an Observer Ward there.
And he saw him Shadow Blade as well.
Yep.
And so Fear should just get out at this point. Looks like he'll be able to make it through. He has a TP scroll available, working on the BKB himself.
You know, while BKB is great, it still doesn't protect you from the duel, right? And Luna, physical damage coming out now. It's funny, at the beginning of the game, she deals no physical damage. It's all magical. And then she starts to scale and does a ton of physical damage.
Yeah, that late game carry. Ace is going to be able to do a lot of work here in this game. He's already got his Manta, Mask of Madness working on his BKB.
Yep, getting pretty close to that as well.
Yeah, he's starting to get really farmed.
No real sense of urgency, though, to use this Aegis. Not yet, at least. Perhaps we'll see some sort of movement now to converge on some of these towers.
I guess they're fine to farm a base. I mean, he's already really farmed. He's already top in net worth as well. And again, the later you go, the better this loon is going to get. So
well, we can look at the difference between what parts of the map Team Secret and EG are farming, right? EG are kind of confined to this bottom part of the map, away from, you know, the important objectives that they want to defend, and then Team Secret are farming the other large percentage of the map. They're still out farming.
They will get this tier 2 though for EG. Nobody's able to TP in. One TP was cancelled by Secret, and it was also nighttime as well. Another blast from mid 1, he's just trying to finish off this tier 2 in the mid lane. Another double damage rune at the top rune spot, which may signify something for Secret now.
From
Wave of Terror coming in, they want the swap back, they've got it. Arteezy trouble, he's got the BKB, the Requiem is going to go, this is going to turn into a team fight. They might find Puppy the double raise, one auto attack will do the job. Dominating spree now for Arteezy. Fox and Shadow Blade up, looking for a dual target, trying to find him, and he will. And now the BKB is going, and Arteezy is in trouble. They get the axes off, it's a 1-for-1 trade, call down coming in, and Ace is here, but now he made something. The Rocket Barrage, his Fear goes in, takes the Aegis down. They might be able to get mid 1, they silence him up as well. They've got another void ready to go. The Urn Charge going to the Rocket Barrage in the Sword, trying to get one with the Mystic Flare. They find him, we'll get a double kill for Ace with the Lucid Beam, but it's a 4-for-3 trade, and now Ace getting caught by the Rocket. He will get stunned up in Fear, looking for the Rocket Barrage. He has no man style, all he has is Mask of Madness, and that's going to be another kill going to EG. All 5 dead. Big cheers from the crowd, way to turn it around. Arteezy goes down, but Fear is there to clean it up with the flat cannon of the Gyrocopter, doing some serious work in that last fight there, Brax.
Well, that fight not only evens up the game,
tells the tale in terms down back in EG's favor. Yes, they lost Arteezy, but Fear, we haven't really talked about him in terms of what he can do as a late game carry, what we can see from a Gyrocopter, but he shows it there in that last fight.
yeah, big time coming with the call down, fly cannon, all the good stuff. Beginning of the fight, right? Arteezy, you know, kills Puppy, uses BKB in his ultimate, and then he gets dueled and dies, and that Auto pretty much trades his life for that. It's just, I don't know. Luna took so much damage.
Yeah, as soon as he walks into that Rocket Barrage, he gets shredded, but now he has the BKB, he just picked it up. It's in his stash, he will send it to him in just a moment, so that type of fight probably won't happen again for EG in terms of the Luna just getting destroyed right at the start of the engagement. But now, no Aegis. Next Roche is still going to be a bit away. And EG trying to hang on to this tier 2 tower, but it is going to be taken down by mid 1. So all of the outer towers gone.
You know, these fights are without, like, a Blink Dagger on Rasta as well. Like, look at this.
He just gets life trained from, like, a mile away.
Yeah, it's so sad. He can't do anything.
He just has to walk slowly.
He's already a slow guy.
Do they have any 4 stabs on this Dire team? It doesn't look like it.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
I guess they do have BKBs on their core, so the Skyreth Mage doesn't do a whole lot anymore, but there's also there's always that chance where they can't get it off in time, right?
Right. We have a couple of Lincoln Spheres coming out. Mid one has picked one up. I think Arteezy was building one.
Yep, he's got it in his quick buy recipe to stash as well, so he's pretty close.
So a couple of big items coming out now. A lot of defensive items, especially like we talked
what's
about
that comes out? How did they jump inside of Team Secret? It gives Arteezy a lot of time to press his BKB in time.
I mean, it's really just the duel that's their opener. I mean, maybe because they can't swap either. Yeah, so
once you take that away, the team fight from Secret gets so much worse.
You'll have to find a different target, perhaps.
Yep. But still, you can't really ignore this hero.
No. We've seen what he can do on this hero before, and Secret are going to try to make something happen. They're going to smoke up. There is the Blink Dagger now done for Misery. They're going to reconvene back at their tier 3 tower. Maybe do something for EG. But they're not making too many furtive moves. Most people are backing up for EG back into their own base now for Fear. A couple of heroes across the map down bottom for Crit.
Oh, they see Arteezy.
Smoke is broken. Fozza jumping in. Good counterplay. Where's the detection? They get it off the time. The Mystic Flare and Arteezy is dead. But Fear is in, and now Ace pops the BKB, but he is going to get more. Good swap from Puppey. He might lose his life, but that's fine. Yapster. Now the Eclipse comes out, not doing too much work here. Ace still trying to find a target, and he can. It's a 1-for-2 trade for now. Now a 2-for-2. Crit is in. Misery looking to fight Fear, trying to get through, and mid one backing up as well. The homing missile is on him. He's got the B-Prep ready to go. The rocket barrage is there, and he's going to fall. Looks like they've got the Hex mid one. Will get dropped, and Misery will find a double kill. And every time they get Arteezy, Fear is there to turn it right back around.
It looks so bad. So awkward. Blink in, gets the Shadow Blade off, and then the duel comes out from like 300 range. I don't know how, but it worked out eventually. Just, I don't know, it's just so weird that they're able to kill this hero on the side of Team Secret, and then it just doesn't matter. They still lose the fight afterwards.
Yeah. And he does so quickly, he didn't get the BKB off in that fight either when he got dueled up.
Yep.
He tried Shadow Blading away, they dropped the sentry.
He died super fast.
Yeah, I mean, he got blown up. But again, when he gets that Lincoln Sphere, it changes, right? This is what we talked about. That's a very big item for Evil Geniuses in general, and for Arteezy especially.
I'm very surprised these were able to turn that fight and make it as good as it was. Because it started in the worst possible way for them with SF just dying instantly.
Yeah. So, things slowing down a bit. A couple of picks here and there. A 1 Secret, but that's... a lot of that is in the towers. And next rush is up. They will find Puppey. There's the roar. There's no BKB for Ace, I believe. He's just going to have to back up. Not much he can do there. He can only watch Puppey die. And he needs to back. Fozza will find a duel. There's Mystic Flare. This is a big kill. They'll find Fear dead for 74. Now Yapster's trying to get out. He'll go for the TP. I don't think there's any way they can stop this. The axes, not enough damage. And Fear dead for 67. Pretty good trade for Secret across the map.
Yeah, picking up the gyro like that's huge, and Legion Commander is super scary at this point in the game. Solo kills these carries if you can get the dual blade mill off.
What is Fear building next, actually? What is he picking up?
Going for the...
SNY.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pretty close. Not really a game changer, but still a strong item.
Do you think there's any point of like his teammate getting Lincolns or getting a Lincoln Sphere himself to try to deal with the jumps?
He could go for Lincolns, but I imagine he's just going to tank up more. And then Arteezy will play with the Lincolns, and then he'll try to just get Aegis.
Maybe like SNY Scotty. Mid one might be in trouble. Decreps himself. Lincoln Sphere is broken, and he looks to be dead instantly. Good overwhelming odds. A lot of damage being dealt, and Arteezy's pretty low. Now they hex up another, trying to back up EG. They don't want to take too much here. Fear is not there either, but a very nice pick for EG. Get in, get out. Don't lose anything for it.
55 seconds, no pug. What can they do? Oh, look at this.
Into the Roche pit, Secret go. They're doing some serious work. The armor reduction, this thing might fall quickly if they're not careful shrining. It's going to be EG. The Hawk will see this. It looks like Ace needs to be careful here, so too will Puppey.
It's dying really fast.
Fear is up. They need to get into pit. EG won't be there in time. There's the Ace up. The Mystic Flare. Sumail's in trouble, getting caught and almost killed. And one more all attack will do the job. There's the Eclipse. BKB's going. Arteezy is low. Fear now at the fray. And Ace, his BKB about to wear off. And they're going to try to turn this. Fear taking a lot of damage here. He needs to back up. Sumail will buy back. Ace called down now. 2 dead on the side of Secret. Buyback coming in from Sumail. Ace about to fall. They'll get the Aegis, but that's it for now. Yapsor nearby as well. Really low on mana at this point, though. Not much he can do. The roar is there. Good swap back for Puppey. The axe is hitting. Puppey's going to get dropped. 8 double kill for Sumail. Another buyback. It's going to be Fozza. They want to chase Ace down if they possibly can. They're so fast. Crit with us to the board. Good press the attack. The axe is going to jump in. It's Fozza. Centaur Conqueror stop. He'll fall as well.
Oh my God.
It's going to be everybody going down for Secret. Yapsor will be next. The Wild Axe is coming in. One more auto detection do the job, and it does. Midwood coming in for a try to life drain and get crit, and he will. And now EG will have to back up. Sumail super low. He blinks up to the high ground, avoids the Nether Blast, and somehow survives. Now trying to get away, and it looks like he will be able to. And another Centaur Conqueror stomp for good measure onto mid one.
Ooh.
What a fight from EG, though.
Ridiculously well played. When you're caught in the pit like that, you just got nowhere to go. They end up face tanking all the raises, Shadow Fiend ultimate.
Okay, so we had a buyback from Fada, a buyback from Smail. I believe that was it in terms of the buybacks. And 4 dead for Secret, 3 dead for EG. I mean, Fear got really low, Arteezy got really low. They were able to survive. That is some insane play. And Fear respawning at the perfect time. They lose Aegis for Secret.
Yep.
Cheese is on Ace still. They will find mid one though. Here we go. He's going to get shackled up. Double raise. This should be another kill potentially. Winter Tip Puppy's there, but he can't do anything. And now he might get chased down. They're going to have a couple more auto attacks here and should get the job done. Puppy trying to run. He's pretty speedy, but Misery has jumped in front. He's got the Hex. The auto attack is there. And Arteezy, a double kill and is now dominating.
Oh man. This game swung so quickly in favor of EG.
Just that one fight, and now they might have to buy back on mid one, down for 55 seconds. Crit just respawning. Fada now up in 3. No buyback for Puppy, dead for 38. I don't know. Do you want to force this? You might want to just go for the tier 2. It looks like.
Take the free money and back up, reset, come back later.
If they could get a tier 3, it would be perfect, and then move to the shrines. But I don't think that's going to happen here for EG. Still, though, they have a 1K lead now. Luna is still giant in terms of the net worth. Misery walking up, trying to get the wards down. Can't do it. He gets blown away by Ace. That was optimistic.
That's a backup one.
Yeah.
Yep. The one
I know he was going for it, but sometimes
it looks so good, so juicy. Wanted to drop the wards up on the high ground.
Not quite, but still. I mean, losing Misery, not the biggest thing in the world, especially after that last crazy fight going EG's way.
Yeah, definitely. Not a big deal at all. You know, Luna is still at the top of the net worth charts, but it doesn't feel like it in these fights, right? It still feels like she gets disabled, you know, all these heroes swarm her, and she just can't fight at all. I guess Butterfly changes things.
They're doing a good job of really kiting out that BKB iteration.
Yep.
I mean, like, Ace is trying to find something with Eclipse, with auto attacks, and half the time he's just running around trying to find any target that he can.
You know, it helps when he runs in like that. It gives vision so Legion Commander can find the right hero to jump.
Right.
Right, so it is important for him to do that, but at the same time, he's your big damage dealer who wants to get as much uptime with the right clicks as possible, so it's a bit of a weird situation.
Butterfly is now done for the Luna, though. That is going to keep him alive a little bit longer here. And Ace, again, you cannot underestimate a late-game Luna, I feel like, in this situation, Brax, despite how well EG are playing right now.
Yeah, very, very true. Especially with the Butterfly. The power spikes are huge with these new items coming up.
Yes.
There's nothing to really deal with this evasion in, for now.
And Yapster also picked up a Aghanim Scepter too, which, of course, he was eyeing since the beginning of the game, but now he does have it.
Now he's going to be disappointed with how underwhelming it is.
You know, he's going to have Oaks and Cream. Roar coming in, they found Ace, can they bring it down? The Eclipse comes through, good swap for Puppy. He's in trouble, the Civil War's dropped as well. Fear pops the BKB, they've got Fada on top of it, and Ace, his BKB running low. He's got to run, the Nether Blast is there. Everybody chasing, Mystic for the call down, dropped up, a lot of damage being done. EG need to back up and be careful. A double kill from mid one, but Misery gets off the shackles beautifully. Arteezy tried to fight this, they're going to get a double kill for him. They're trying to get the kill, it's the Requiem that gets Ace in the end. It's a 4-for-4 trade, and mid one almost gets Misery, who blinks out just in time. Wow. Oh my god, this one had a sick Nether Blast there.
Yep.
The Mystic Flares were coming out too from Yapstor. No, Misery, don't want to go. Get out of there.
Oh no. Wanted the gem so badly.
He wanted the gem.
But still, it's a team wipe. I guess there's some pretty big death timers, but it's just solo Pugno, right? Where's it gonna go? Not like he can boot the travel to the top lane and blast that tier 3 one.
He's also pretty low. He's just gonna push in mid, honestly.
Yep.
That top tier 3 is still alive somehow.
It is.
Which is pretty impressive.
Don't know how, but it is. The Skywrath Mage ultimates did so much damage in that fight, actually.
Yeah.
They all ran through it and just, whew.
It was nuts. So, he is actually pushing in mid pretty quickly. Their death timers are pretty long.
I'm sure he'll just run top.
Yeah, he goes top now. The wave is... Again, this tier 3 is gone. There's going to be shrines for Secret, it looks like.
Yeah.
Do they have a glyph? I think.
It's not worth glyphing, right?
No,
He'll just come back and do it again.
He's trying to put... He's level 25. Did he get the Nether Blast talent? He got the Nether Blast talent. He has the Nether Blast talent. Oh my lord, this Rax might just be gone. They have to glyph for this. This is insane. This is level 25 Pugno, ladies and gentlemen. This is actually super good.
The damage is insane.
Yeah, it's plus 200. And although Crit is hunting, he can't void him again. It's on cooldown. Puppy's there. Puppy might be in trouble.
Yep, keep it on cooldown.
Fada's coming in though. They might be able to get a duel here. And now they're just going to leave Puppy to die. See ya. So, I mean, but that is a lot of damage to be dealt to that range Rex at the very least. Yep. And again, the tier 3 tower gone now too for EG.
I mean, Secret in a situation where they win one fight and they can kill EG's entire base, right? Luna and Pugna with the Vengeur as well. It's a ridiculous amount of building damage. Yeah, we've got a bunch of 25s coming out now.
Yeah. Despite EG having the momentum for the longest time, it felt like in the last 10 minutes or so, it is now starting to feel like Secret with just one fight win, like you just mentioned. It could all be over for EG in Captain's Draft 4.0. So we'll see. I mean, what other big items do we have coming out? I was looking at and I think it was an MKB that Fear was building. I'm not sure if he still is.
Yeah, super
like the Hyperstone. What else is there that's big? Sumel's BKB. They're going to find a kill.
That's a pretty big kill.
That's a very big kill. Fought it dead for 78 seconds. Gets dropped.
Look at these lanes too, just coming into Secret space. They have bottom and mid lane to play off of now.
So you're fighting 4 versus 5 all of a sudden, and yeah, they're going to be able to push up high ground, I would imagine, for EG.
That's a very long death timer as well, 60 seconds.
Right. Let's see what they can get done.
Mr.'s finally going to make his dream come true.
He's going to drop
those wards, buddy. Get him down there. Come on.
The dream will come true. Get up there. Drop the ward first. There it is. It takes a lot of damage, though. That nether ward did some serious work. Arteezy's Lincoln Sphere is broken. Fear going to back up for now. Serpent Ward still doing work. Nether Blast pushing them back as well.
That push looked better in his dreams. Tower's still standing.
Yeah, it's getting low, but not quite enough. 87 HP. And EG will have to back up now. No Serpent Wards for another 97 seconds. And back to the drawing board they go. The big thing also to talk about, Roche, in another 25 seconds we'll find out the respawn time. Could be a quick one.
Yep, I imagine both teams will be looking towards Roshan. It's pretty much that part of the game, right? Every time Roshan's up, you can't, gotta keep your eyes on it all the time.
You cannot give this away, especially to EG with Serpent Wards. It's just too much. Double Serpent Wards, and that's probably some buildings gone.
On one side you have double Serpent Wards, and the other you have the double Luna BKB Eclipse combo as well. So
this is a very big timing window for both of these teams.
Yeah, some great refresher shard carriers.
What is Ace building? It's currently, it looks like a Satanic is his next item with the Butterfly already done. That'll keep him alive a lot longer, and these more drawn out fights make things a lot easier for Ace.
I feel like he might have to go for a Lincoln Sphere.
Oh, mid one. They need vision. They need a Hex. They've got it. The Yule Scepter. Mid one's been caught. Sumele but TP's in as well. This Rock Barrage plus a couple of auto attacks will do the job, and they will find a kill with him down now for 100 seconds. That is giant. Roast timer though. What's it looking like here? 2-minute roast timer, unfortunately for EG.
Still, that's a big kill. 90 seconds, no Pugna. They're just gonna march down. Unless Secret can try to find some sort of pickup, but EG look like they're using the buddy system.
Secret are thinking, okay, let's just play at our high ground at this point. We could go for a pick-off. No reason to at this point, though. Play safe, get back to the base. And that tier 3 tower might fall. Serpent Ward's back up in 11 seconds, and that easily should finish off the tier 3 tower. Whether or not they can get more. Again, remember, you have that buyback to worry about for mid when he does have it available.
That's true. They have to be very careful about how much or how far they commit, but EG have shown a lot of patience in both these games, especially regarding high ground. They're very, very cautious and perhaps sometimes a bit too reserved.
Something else to worry about is actually the global concussive shot that this guy Red has now.
It's nice for giving vision, actually.
Yeah.
All these heroes.
It's just mega annoying, too.
It is. It just gets spammed off cooldown all the time.
And it's a very short cooldown as well.
Yep.
Global concussive shot. Yapster's had a pretty good game, even with all these BKB carriers for EG. He's had a couple of good Mystic Flares.
So Skywrath is really weak when they have 10-second BKBs, but as the game goes on and we have 5-second BKBs, it feels pretty strong.
Yeah, it gets a lot better. Now the problem for him is surviving in these long drawn-out fights.
That is true. It's always a massive issue.
He's pretty tanky, all things considered, but you know. So again, Roche, it's the big thing to talk about here, and it's up in 37. They didn't have to force a mid one buyback. Good news for Secret. And again, we're probably looking at a massive fight to contest this Roshan one way or the other, unless it just gets destroyed quickly by one of these teams.
It would die extremely fast from both these teams.
Yeah.
We got a ton of physical damage from both of these guys. Beastmaster with the aura, making Shadow Fiend hit extremely quick. Gyrocopter as well, and then negative armor from the Vengeful Spear on one side.
EG can get down bottom and push this wave in, maybe forces back Secret. Because I mean, top lane is pushed in considerably on EG's side.
Well, this bottom lane is pushing slowly, right? We've got 2 wagons down here.
Yeah. I would be able to
Don't underestimate the wagon spot.
They're pretty good.
They're very angry.
Especially at this stage of the game. They're going to be able to do some serious work on those tier 3s and those Raxes. But a Hawk scouting the fact that Roche is up, and it is, of course, the Refresher Shard. Not only just that, but, of course, the Ancient Cheese on top of it. And Secret, and they're going to make the move.
Yep, it's the warding mission. Perhaps they can get some vision down, take out that shrine, and then really force EG into an awkward spot trying to contest Roshan.
I mean, the dream would be to get a pick, obviously, but
yeah, of course.
Not going to be easy with EG playing together at this point.
Yep, they definitely know what's coming. And there's the darkness. I guess maybe they're going to smoke.
We might see a big
together.
fight here depending on how this moves, how these teams meet. And we're going to jump into the mid lane. The duel comes down. This could be big. They're going to find a kill, potentially getting that has to be quick down, but Fox will fall forward. He's got buyback. He's popping the BKB, looking to try to take this fight. RTZ Shadow Blades away. The Eclipse going on the other side. Sumail BKB'd up. Misery coming in, gets the Hex off for time. Puppey is there with the save if necessary, but Ace getting caught. Ace kill. RTZ and Fear going to work. Fear will in fact fall. They take down Yapsor. They bought back on Fada. RTZ needs to back himself up, taking a lot of damage. The Arc people chasing after him. I don't know if it's going to do enough damage. It'll get him low, but I don't think it'll bring him down. It's going to be close. He's still running at this point, and it looks like he's able to make it away. And he will avoid the damage. But here comes Midwood, the Nether Blast, the Life Drain. They take him out. It's going to be 4 dead for EG. Bata does buy back. Misery, the only survivor,
and for the ward drop.
Trying to drop the ward, but Midwood is there. The Nether Blast. I've seen this movie before, Misery.
Oh, man.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. He's so close every time. Just can't quite get up to the hill.
Well, this game's the mid-one show. We were talking about how Skywrath Mage is pretty good when BKBs go down, but Pugna, Jesus.
So EG lose all 5. It was a 3-4-5 exchange, I believe, at the end of the day. And if you're EG, I don't know, do you set your buybacks? Luna's not there to take Roshan. Roshan has still not been taken yet.
But we're hitting base here, Bot.
Yeah.
Pugna's going to boot to travel in a few seconds.
This is a big moment for Secret right now. Fada pushing it. There's the buyback from Sumail.
So the thing is, Beastmaster can only cover one lane, but Pugna he can blast a different lane if he wanted, or he can even just blink onto the Beastmaster. Super dagging him up.
Nether blast damage from the Pugna is able to do some serious work on these buildings. And it's getting lower and lower, and they might lose another tier 3 here. They don't want to have to buy back on Fear or on RTZ, but it might be time. They don't
How do they jump this guy? Blink Dagger, and he has Lincoln Sphere. There's no way to do it.
Mid one's just going to stay and continue to blast. I mean, look how much damage he's doing, and I don't know if they can do anything here. They might just give up this Brax.
Gyro's up in 5 seconds, though. And they might be able to force him off.
We'll see if mid one backs off. Yes. They won't get the full set. They won't even get a single building other than the tier 3 tower, actually.
But still, look at this. They've TP'd into the shrine, and they're running straight at Roshan.
Yeah.
Shadow Fiend's not up for 15.
This is going to fall so quickly. EG need to get there very quickly, and I'm not sure they're going to be able to do so.
I don't know if they can make it, honestly.
With a wave of tear.
Even if they make it, then they're forced into a 3v5.
This is a refresher shard. Secret looking to get these 3 items, trying to put the finishing touches on this game, trying to take at least a set of racks, and they're going to get it easily. EG not there in time. Age has picked up refresher shard as well as Cheese, and they're looking for Fear as well as Sumail trying to back up. Remember, he bought back. He's in trouble. The life drain, the jump, the duel is there, and now Sumail dead for 112 seconds in Secret just like that.
Oh no.
They're now fighting 5 versus 4.
That's the dieback.
That is huge. EG losing a critical hero at this point, and now this is going to be a tough defense for them at this point of the high ground.
Again, it's like EG are forced to engage because, look at this, they can just sit there and hit it, and you either go on the Aegis carrier, or you go on this Pugna, who is super far back, just blasting away.
One full set of racks down instantly. Ace will move top. He's got the Manta. There's Nether Blast. The range rack's already super low. It's gone. It's going to be 2 sets easily in Secret now. They're at the jugular, looking for the finish off on EG, getting super close.
They need to do something, right? Or else it's just the same thing. Luna's going to take everything.
They've got to try to fight here. They don't want to lose Megas. They might lose Misery. Good Nether Blast avoided by Yule set for Aces up there. There's the Eclipse. He's got his Satanic. He's going to be able to pop it if he needs it. He also has the Aegis as well, and he's going to work. He also has the Refresher Shard in his backpack ready to go for another BKB, and this is going to be Mega Crips. They lose Misery instantly as the Nether Ward does the job. And with 2 heroes dead and Megas down, now a 3rd, this is looking pretty impossible for Evil Geniuses to defend their tier 4s. It's going to take a miracle at this point.
So you can still have everything as well. Aegis, Refresher Shard, Cheese.
Almost losing Aegis. The good swap back. Ace is getting low. The tower hits. It's not going to be enough. And now RTZ is pushed back by the life drain as well. The tier 4 now falling. You're going to lose both tier 4s at this point, and now it's just the Ancient.
It feels so hopeless. What can they do?
Captain Strap 4.0 might come to an end for them very quickly. RTZ drops. Instantly dueled up the Mystic Flare from Yap, so the only survivor is now going to be Fear. Wave of Tear up. He's going to buy back RTZ will and try to get back into the fray. 3 versus 5, and Fear taking so much damage from this Pugna. It's going to be a double kill for Fata, and RTZ fountain dive at the end of the game. He will fall a triple kill, and Secret will win and move on.
My, oh my, what a game. It felt like truly either team could have won at multiple stages of the game. But, we just got to that point where BKBs are at 5 seconds, Pugna blasts you for half your health, and then you have to press your BKB. Skywrath does the exact same thing. And the fights just linger on for so long. It's just so hard to fight at that point.
Just some great maneuvering by Secret as well at the end of the game there. I mean, it looked so, the momentum looked so good in EG's favor at the end of the game.
It was a well-played game from both sides.
Yeah.
This game is on. We're underway. Don't worry, lads. This one's in the bag.
Payday. This one is in the bag. All of us can agree. This one is in the bag.
Seconds to battle. And we're clear for running.
Gold is a great conductor. I'll take that.
Never.
First blood! First blood on the seven strikes the perfect note. Top tower needs some friends.
Same as you, Tide Hunter.
I'll take your tribute. Killing spree!
Dashed on the rocks. Dire have the spyglass at hand. Regeneration! Radiant's top tower is on the rocks.
Radiant think fortification can
Radiant's top
save
tower
them.
is under attack. Any port in a storm.
Dire's bottom tower won't last long. Are Radiant using echolocation? Dire's bottom tower is about to flounder. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is about to flounder. Dire's top tower is about to take the plunge.
What's this? Dire fortified their structures?
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is about to take the plunge. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower won't last long.
Double damage.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Killing spree! Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Bountiful.
Dire's top tower is about to take the plunge. Dire's middle tower is under pressure. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's bottom tower won't last long.
Clear as clean water.
Dire structures are fortified. Radiant's top tower just got sent to the bottom.
Really tight, Hunter.
Dire's bottom tower is about to flounder.
Marks the spot.
Is a great conductor. Now my enemies.
Radiant's bottom tower faces
Killing
stiff
spree!
wind.
Double kill!
Double kill! Radiant's bottom tower is staggering.
Dominating!
Triple kill! Radiant structures are fortified.
Yes! Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Good for my tower.
Dire's middle tower is drowning. Dire's middle tower just got knocked down. I die. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is about to take the plunge.
I'll take your tribute.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant are scanning for enemies.
It's sinking, just like your ship.
Radiant's bottom tower faces a stiff wind. Radiant's bottom tower has rung its last bell. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Fortified structures.
Dire's top tower is about to take the plunge. Dire's top tower has fallen.
Oh, bounty! Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Dire are scanning for enemies.
Radiant's bottom tower faces a stiff wind. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Killing spree! Double kill!
Radiant's middle tower can't handle this deluge. Gold for my chest. I've run aground.
Dire's top tower is about to take the plunge. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is about to take the plunge. I return to the undersea. No shot. Dire's courier has been killed. Dire are scared.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower can't handle this game.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Middle tower is under attack.
Dire's top tower is about to take the plunge. Dire's top tower is gone.
Bounty! Oh, bounty!
Invisibility!
You're all washed up!
Dire structures are fortified.
Radiant are scanning for enemies. It's your band, mate. Five seconds remaining. Choose your crew. It's your band, mate.
Fair. Better than Gluker. 10 seconds. Pick someone!
All hell's broken loose, and I hold the pieces. Why not?
Prepare to make way!
Who made you captain?
It's pronounced Admiral.
Onward. Oh, hell yes. Forward. I go like the devil. What are you buying? Prowling. Yes.
30 seconds to battle.
Yes. Yes. Verily. To hell and back.
At last, the battle begins!
At last. Time for strong arm tactics. Prowling. Yes. Oh, hell yes. Verily. Onward. Why not? Forward. Spike! I grow like the oh yes. Where's the fight? To hell and back. Yes. Yes. Prowling. Verily. I grow like the devil. Forward. To hell and back. Oh yes. Yes. Oh, hell yes. You will pay. Onward.
First blood!
First
Well played.
What is this? I came here to be tested.
Radiant take. Fortification can save them.
Why not?
Any port in a storm.
Yes. Yes. Verily. Forward. Why not? I grow like the devil. Yes. Money changes hands.
Young, I'm Ellen okay. Go me and gank.
Attack!
Yes, X marks the spot.
To hell and back. Lost my ceilings. For death to all betrayers. Yes. Onward. Prowling. Yes. Oh, yes. Onward. Looking for satisfaction. Forward. Wow. Verily.
Ooh, bounty!
To hell with this.
Double kill! Ah, regeneration!
To hell and back. Why not? Bury me at sea. Prowling. Why not? Not yours. Denied. Oh, hell yes. Verily. I... To hell and back. Oh, yes. Where's the fight? Yes. 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 Onward.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Why not? To hell and back.
Killing spree!
Yes. Yes. Prowling. Oh, yes. Oh, hell yes. Verily. I go like the devil. Forward. Where's the fight? Forward. Money changes hands. Illusion. Oh, hell yes.
Dominating!
Like the devil. Die at my hand.
Mega kill! Double kill!
Hell and back. Lionize me.
Yes.
Yes. Why not? Death, verily. Yes. Prowling.
When did the enemy's top tower fall?
Pay
Dire's
attention,
courier
Milligan.
has been killed.
Spike! Forward.
Radiant fortified their structures. Attack the heroes. There goes the enemy's bottom tower.
She goes.
Die, hell lost. Oh, yes. Where's the fight? My favorite customer. I go like the devil. Verily. To hell and back.
My thanks.
Prowling. Oh, hell yes. My pride. Yes. Yes.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Yes.
Help your bottom tower.
Shakalaka.
Dire structures are fortified.
After them.
The smell of victory. The enemy's middle tower has fallen. Your bottom tower is under attack.
And we're underway.
To hell and back.
Did you
Where's the
notice they're
fight?
attacking your bottom tower? If the beacon goes out,
I go like the devil. Prowling. Yes. Passion. Oh, hell yes.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Why not? Verily. Oh, hell yes. Illusion. Onward. Forward.
Quiver is empty.
My hands are tied.
Help your bottom tower! Your bottom tower is under attack.
Armed and dangerous.
Your bottom tower has fallen.
Are you playing? Did you notice they're attacking your bottom tower?
Arrow lies.
Hand it over. Prowling.
The enemy's top tower has fallen.
Hell's fury. Burn. To hell.
Your middle tower is taking a drubbing.
Money changes hands. Yes. Why not?
Bounty!
Verily.
Gold for my chest.
Yes.
Back so
To hell with you.
Killing spree!
On edge! You are no match. Prowling. Yes. I go like the devil. Oh, hell yes. Verily.
did you notice they're attacking your bottom
Enemy's
tower?
mid-tower down.
Another bulwark falls.
Help your bottom tower.
Where's the
That should help.
Yes. To hell and back.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Yes. Why not? Prowling. Forward. I go like the devil. Oh, hell yeah. Where's the fight? Yes. Demolition.
Back to dominating! Ownage!
Oh, hell yes. I go like
Roshan's hit the alarm safer in the ocean.
Can't ford an ocean.
forward. Prowling. Yes. Verily. Why not?
Killing spree! Sing a shanty for the enemy's top tower. Wicked sick!
Double kill!
Out of here!
The enemy's top barracks got caught in the trap.
Rock and roll. The enemy's top barracks are fallen.
Oh, hell yes. Why not?
But they warned you not to speak.
Yes. 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 Onward.
They're trying to break your middle tower.
Forward. At last.
What's this? Dire fortified their structures? Your middle tower is under attack.
They're trying to break your middle tower. Is that a mirage?
Oh, yes. Yes. Forward. Prowling. Yes.
The enemy's bottom tower has fallen.
Why not?
Give me
Oh, hell yes. Forward.
Dire's courier just went belly up. Killing spree!
Double kill!
Outrage!
Triple kill! The enemy's bottom tower just keeled over.
Wow.
The enemy's bottom barracks have fallen.
The enemy's bottom barracks just took a dip.
Let's see them ride this one out.
I grow like the devil. To hell and back.
The enemy's middle tower just ran aground.
The enemy's middle barracks just capsized.
The enemy's middle barracks have fallen. You now have mega creeps.
Power pours into me. Oh, hell yes. Such strength is mine. Yes. Why not?
Dominating!
To hell and back. Oh, such skill. Yes. Why not?
Yok, takot eh.
Forward. Oh, hell yes.
Gold for my chest.
Yes.
You just
smashed the enemy's middle tower.
I go like the devil. Oh, yes. Proud.
Em thì good. Không đến giờ.
The enemy's middle tower just ran aground.
That's a shit.
Feel my claw.